We welcome you, all of you, those who are doing English quiet time. We are just serviced by Massa English production. Thanks for today. And we'll have today First Chronicle chapter 28, 13 through 17. And we will discuss about it, and we'll read it and translate in English. And then is there any specific notice that I should talk about, and I will share it with you. From verse 13, for the division, 뭐 파트들이죠. division 하면 담당도 되고요. 어떤 부도 되겠죠. priest, 성직자들의 어떤 담당자, 그리고 end of the Levite, 레위인들, 그런 파트들은 담당은 and all the work of service, 모든 봉사 in the house of the Lord. 영어는 항상 전치사구로 읽어야 돼요. For all that vessels, 그릇들, for the service, 봉사를 위한, 예배를 위한 in the house of the Lord. 그래서 이 봉사를 위한 또는 여호와의 전에 그릇들이다. 그릇들을 위한 것이다. 이 모든 나누는 것은요. 그런 말이죠. 일단 뭐 한번 읽죠. verse 14. The weight of gold. 금의 무게는 for all golden vessels. 모든 금그릇. for each service. 모든 일을 봉사를 하기 위해서 예배를 위한 예식을 위한 것인데 for the weight of silver. 금의 그릇은 vessels. 금그릇의 무게는 for each service. 모든 봉사를 위해서 이다. Verse 15. The weight of the golden lampstands. 램프스탠드는 아시죠? 램프를 이렇게 받치고 있는, 우리나라로 말하면 등잔대 같은 거죠. 무게는 their lamps, 등잔이고요. The weight of gold, 금 그릇의 무게도 또한 for each lampstand, 모든 등잔대와 is lamps, 등잔. 그리고 weight of silver, 은의 무게도 for the lampstand, 등잔대와 and is lamp, 등잔. According to the use of each lampstand in the service. 그래서 모든 등잔은 그 봉사를 위한, 봉사의 그 용도를 위한, 용도에 따른 것이다. 이렇게 되어 있죠. Verse 16, 16, 오늘 16, 17까지죠. For the weight of gold, 금그릇의 무게는 for each table, 모든 상, 이거 상이죠. 테이블이니까. For the showbread, 진열하는, showbread는 진열병이라고 한글에 되어 있는데, 진설병, 진열하는 빵의 상을 위한 것이다. The silver, 은은 또 for the 은을 위하여 table, 은을 위한 table, tables. 다른 성경은 뭐라 되어 있죠? 16절. on tables, 은으로 된 상들을 위한 은이다. 이렇게 되어 있네요. 자, 17절. For and pure gold, 순금이죠. For the forks, forks는 말 그대로 우리가 그 뭐라 그러죠? forks, 이렇게 고기를 제가 뭐라고 하냐겠죠? 포크, 그냥 포크로 했어요. 포크는 포크, 우리가 이게 한국말처럼 돼 있어 가지고 베이슨, 이거는 이제 이 포크와 그 다음에 사발, 베슨 이래 돼 있는데 the cups, cups, 저는 뭐라 했는 사발이라. 그리고 그 다음에 for the golden bowls, 금 주전자, 금 그릇이라 했는데 카시바는 이제 저그 같은 물 이렇게 좀 깊게 돼 있는 그런 golden bowls, 금 그릇이라 할게요. For the weight of each, 무게대로 했다, 각각의. For the silver bowls, 금 그릇은, bowl은 깊이가 있는 그런 그릇이니까요. And each of weight of each, 각각의 무게대로 했다. 이렇게 뭐 특별히 어려운 단어는 없어요. 여러분들이 lampstand and lamp, 그냥 뭐 fork는 다 알잖아요. forks, fork, 이런 거 우리가 밥 먹을 때 먹는 fork. 자, 오늘은 굉장히 간단한 것 같아요. 17절부터 20절까지 한번 13절부터 17절까지 한번 읽고 오늘 for the division of the priest, ESV 버전입니다. For the division of the priest and of the Levite and all the work of the service in the house of the Lord, for all the vessels for the service in the house of the Lord. the weights of gold for all golden vessels for each service, the weight of silver vessels for each service. 15절, 15절, 15절. The weights of golden lampstand, 15절. The weight of golden lampstand and their lamps, and the weight of gold for each lampstand and its lamps, the weight of silver for the lampstand and its lamps, according to the use of each lampstand in the service, the weight of gold for each table for the showbread, the silver for the silver tables, and pure gold for the forks, the basins, and the cups, for the golden bowls, and the weight of each, the silver bowls, and the weight of each. 이제 이제부터 영어로 좀 할 테니까 여러분들 시간 오늘 너무 빨리 끝났어요. 여러분에게 이제 좀 영어로 좀 하도록 하겠습니다. So today we just read it from First Chronicle chapter 20, 13 through 17, and you may notice many things. Who are the people, Levite especially? They are divided certain people, and then they're prepared, and these people are taking care of all vessels for the service of the Lord. So who are those people in present? And we can apply to the pastors and those who are working for the church. And right now we don't need, and it's not work for the kitchens work, like making lunch and dinner, this kind of thing. But this is for the service, offering for the Lord. So same thing. And Jesus died for us, who became our sacrifice, or and then he dedicated himself, so we don't need an offering anymore. That's why we pastors and all the pastors should prepare the word of God every day like this. All the the procedure and all the service and should be done according to him. So these are people right now in present. Who are those people? And they're supposed to prepare the word of God and study pretty well, and just spending time to prepare. So it's very important for us to do it. So right now, in present, today, we have a different application. So this is really the liturgy, liturgical service they prepared, and preparing all the vessels, like all the bowls like that. But right now, we just prepare the word of God to preach it, and to teach the word of God, how to apply and how to live in this difficult situation. We are in dangers, and also we are facing so difficult situation right now, and COVID-19 just prohibited to us have a small meeting, except public service like that. We are just enforcing and just challenging according to the government like that, and also target from the government. And so the Christian, they just realized this is a unlawful thing to do it, and it's unfair, and comparing to other people and other religion camps and other people's meeting like that. So we are so unsatisfied with it, and then so many things happening right now. So we always try to apply from the Bible. So especially leaders, church leaders should understand what we have to do, and liturgically, and they prepare same thing, and we should prepare where the word of God, profound, the depth of God's word is so deep and so powerful. So we should apply all these kind of application to the congregation. So we may see many people just fall into scandal, and then just end up with taking suicide like that, and this is a serious problem. So Bible's teaching for the about it, and the taking suicide and all kind of things is also will have a penalty from the So we should be careful always like this. So Bible's teaching should not be stopped to share it. So we are faced in difficult situations. So even though minority, the right of minorities, those kind of problem, so we have to share it and the teaching of the Bible. So we are just deterred to share it because of just enforcing the law and the minority law like that. So all kind of I think difficulties and we are facing right now in danger in the secularization of this world. So church should not forget about that, and we should be ready for it. So who are the responsible for those who this kind of situation right now? So all responsible is go to the I think the leaders of a church right now, and they have to remember. So in this time of first Chronicles and priest Levite, and they prepare and also taking care of all the I think utensil of the vessels and basins for the service for the temple of God. So we should prepare for it, the word of God. So we have to remember all those people just will fall into the I think temptation, even they are not looking, disregard the reading or negligent to read the Bible every day and like a quiet time, whatever, a quiet day. And it's very important that we should pay attention, and also we should pay our time to share and read it first, and then apply these words to our lives. This is very important. So how come we just forget about that? And from now on, we should really just spend our time to read the Bible. It's very important. Even though we are claimed to be leaders of church, we see so many people, they are just fall into severe problem, and then taking money out, and then all kind of illegal stuff we just watching and founding, and they turn out to be illegal people like that. Why? What didn't make them like turn out to be bad people? Because we are not used to just taking care of the word of God, like the pointing out the passage. They're supposed to take care of the old vessels of old service. That means, and they should take care of the word of God. So how much time? How many times do you spend your time? Yeah, legally or maybe formally, we can lead and early prayer meeting, and we can preach every day. But however, so before go to that, we should just to God, the word of God, we should bow down and kneel down, and we should read the word of God, and just change our life at first. This is required ahead of time. Many of leaders just forgetting about this kind of thing. Just they just doing only outwardly, and just a formal thing, and they just think, oh, I have done what I should do. That is not all thing you should have done. Jesus told all the disciples and the people, those who come to him, he just said that to so many people, and you when you pray, and like the teaching of the mount, the chapter 5 through 7 in Matthew, you just read it. Yeah, you might read it, that text. So that text talking about when you pray, you just go into the room and pray to God. Anyone who is listening your prayer, just we should be sincere. We should have a sincere faith. You should have a faith. Many people just like showing off of faith, like a Pharisee, and they only just taking consider about our official or Pharisee, like a Pharisee, and then this is really become wrong, and the behavior finally turn out to be. For instance, any people just claim to something when he dies, and because of he just always disliked it, he is involved with that matter, and he will accuse of his life. Same thing. We should remember, and we should live according to the Bible, especially like today. First Corinthians teaches about, and we should take care of all the vessels, all the and persons of the service, which talk about. Really, we should take care of the Word of God. In order to teach and share sermon, we always just take care of His words, and to spend our time and the original language. But don't claim to only Korean translation is like the original language. You shouldn't be deceived by this. The original language is the Word of God, which is written in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. So in order to be able to read this and understand it, you should study original language first. So English is not enough. English is just a medium and a tool for the understanding of the original language. Many people is just think, and if I just do Korean, it's the best. No, that is not enough. And also English, even though you speak very well, is only good tool for the living in this world. This is not enough. In order to read the Bible, okay, many people just go to the Israel and to study, and if anyone study Hebrew very well, he will be qualified and good. Yeah, there can be tool, but shouldn't forget about that. We should read the whole Bible original language, and don't just boasting yourself and read a certain book of just Hebrew or a certain part. And if you think you just do everything or you done everything, don't just deceive yourself. This is not enough either. So we should always, my last thing I am suggesting to you, and don't forget about just read the Bible and have a quiet time daily, and bow down and yourself and read it and apply, and always your character, your all being should be submitted to God. Read the Bible and just you obey, try to obey. Day by day, you just pile up, and your life will be done. Your behavior will come out. Many people just going to old, and they don't live what they teach. This is exactly life, same lives of Pharisee. Jesus pointed out this is wrong. So what should we do? We should spend our times ahead of time the public teaching or preaching. We should go first and in a small room and read the Bible and just obey your whole being to God and bow down and try to just submit ourselves. Submission is needed. So every day this is required. That's why Massa is like a quiet time. We should stand first, the Word of God first, and then later we teach and we share the sermon like that. So I want to just finish. I was so excited because of the division and also the work of especially Revite like today. What should we do? Especially priests like pastors and leaders. What should we do? The Bible is talking about teaching about what we have to do today. So clearly we should take care of all the vessels of us for the service. We should prepare the Word of God. We should be ready for. We should be also vessels of God and should be clean. Especially Paul pointed out in the if you clean out your vessel, your and God will use it. But if your vessel is not clean, God will not use it. So also Corinthian and Paul talked about. So we should always should clean up ourselves and should be used as the vessel, and so especially for the work of God. So I want to conclude with this today, and have a nice weekend, and always try to read the Bible. Okay, and have a nice day. Thank you.